Good morning and welcome to February 24th action meeting of the Grays Harbor County Commissioners. I'm Commissioner Georgia Miller, representing District Number 1.
Rick Hall, District Number 2.
Vicki Rains, District 3.
Thank you. Today we'll start this meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you all rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We have no bids today, but we do have a couple of hearings. We'll start with approve an e-sign right-of-way vacation by petition Adolphson. Do we have a staff report? Please,
Madam
come up
Chair,
and introduce yourself. Yes, ma'am.
You'll need to go into a hearing first. You'll need to go out of the regular meeting and into the hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Procedurally, we were going to leave our regular meeting and go into a hearing. So at this time, we are in a hearing and I would ask for a staff report. Thank you.
Marcus Lundy, County Surveyor. On January 7th, 2025, the Department of Public Works received an application from Alan Adolphson requesting to vacate a portion of unopened county right-of-way dedicated in the Garden Hill addition to Elma plat in section 26, township 18 north, range 6 west of the Willamette Meridian, Grays Harbor County. This is currently an unopened right-of-way. It does not lead to a body of water, and we as a department recommend the order of vacation be approved.
Okay. Do you have any questions for staff? Commissioner Rains, do you have any questions for staff?
I don't, thank you.
Okay. Do we have anybody else in the audience that would like to speak at this hearing? If you do, come up to the lectern, introduce yourself and where you're from. Okay. If not, then we'll go ahead and I'll ask the board how they would like to proceed.
I would move that we approve.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Okay. It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign right-of-way vacation by petition for Adolphson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, we'll move out of that hearing into our regular session, then back out of our regular session and into a hearing to approve an e-sign right-of-way vacation by petition for Davis. Do we have a staff report?
Marcus Lundy, County Surveyor. On January 15th, 2026, the Department of Public Works received an application from Monty Davis requesting to vacate Roundtree Ave between Lot 7 and Block 2 and Lot 14, Block 9 in the plat of Roundtree's addition into Pacific Beach in Section 20, Township 20 North, Range 12 west of the Willamette Meridian. It is currently an unopened dead-end right-of-way. It does not lead to a body of water, and we as a department recommend that order of vacation be approved.
Okay. Do we have any questions for staff, Commissioner Rains?
No questions. Thanks for the report, Marcus. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No question.
Commissioner Hall? Okay. Is there anybody else here today that would like to speak on this matter? Okay, hearing none. How does the board wish to proceed?
I move that we
Make
approve.
Go ahead.
I move that we approve and sign the right-of-way vacation by petition Davis.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign right-of-way vacation by petition for Davis. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We will now leave this hearing and move back into our regular commissioner meeting to approve the agenda.
Madam Chair, I'd like to add an item for under commissioners, if I could. Item number 3. Establish the baseline through biweekly surveys and meetings.
Okay.
And that would be pertaining to the RFP for the new payroll system.
I also would like to add at this time, executive session under RCW 42.30.110, section 1, subsection I, potential litigation, 2 topics. Do
I'd
I
like to
have-
add, excuse me. Madam Chair, I'd like to add an item under executive session. I'd like to pull Commissioner's item number 2 and have it wait until after executive session so that we can discuss the prosecutor appointment.
And
To after the executive. session?
which section, subsection is that under? I'm sorry.
You should have a list that I provided for you. I don't, or ask the clerk. I don't have it in front of
That's
me.
okay.
It would be under H.
Thank you. I should
So
have
it's
brought that list with me. I did not.
It's 2 executive sessions. So it's
Well, it's a
It's 3.
total of 3, 2 topics under litigation and 1 topic under appointment of an elected official. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, how would the board like to move?
So with those adjustments or moves, I'd like to move that we approve the agenda as modified, amended.
I'll second the motion with the edits, please.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded with the changes noted to approve the agenda. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Next.
Just want
is-
to make you aware that my vote might be a little bit delayed because of the
Yes.
virtual. Thank you.
This is our first opportunity for public comment on any agenda items being considered this meeting. It's limited to 3 minutes. This is on any agenda item being considered this meeting. It's limited to 3 minutes. Please type your comment into the chat box or raise your hand or come up to the lectern to speak.
I don't see anyone online presenting themselves.
Okay, and nobody has made a move for the lectern, so we will move on to the consent agenda. How does the board wish to proceed?
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the consent agenda. Is there any discussion?
I have no questions.
Okay. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda has been passed. First, under action items for commissioner, we have to approve an e-sign resolution to appoint commissioners to the newly established Ocean City Drainage District pursuant to RCW 85.38.070.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign resolution to appoint commissioners to the newly established Ocean City Drainage District pursuant to RCW 85.38.070. Is there any discussion?
I just would like to comment that this is a very exciting move and there's been a lot of hands involved in this from those in the Ocean City area to John Becker and Scott Betcher and in particular Wendy. I think that Wendy's done a great job making sure that things get done, researching the election, all of that. So I want to extend my appreciation to all of those individuals.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Agreed.
Thank you. There isn't any further discussion. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have to approve an e-sign resolution. Excuse me, that was pulled from the agenda. Next, we have item that was added by Commissioner
Excuse me.
Hull. Go ahead.
I didn't pull it. I wanted it moved to after the
Moved.
thing.
Thank you for
to
that
after the
clarification.
executive
Yes,
session.
we'll be coming back then from executive session to discuss that.
Thank you.
So So next we have, now this will be moving to the item that Commissioner Hull has requested. Would you like to state your motion?
Yeah, I move that we establish the baseline through biweekly surveys and meetings. And that would be the baseline for the payrolls, for the new payroll system.
Do I hear a second? Hearing none, we'll move on to District Court. Action items to approve and authorize to sign agreement, Redwood Laboratory urine drug alcohol testing. How does the board wish to proceed?
Madam Chair, if I
Yes.
may, before you vote on this item, it does need some cleanup and I'd be happy to help with taking care of the cleanup and then submitting for signatures if the board approves it.
Okay, thank you for that clarification.
I would make a motion that we approve and authorize the Redwood Laboratory urine and drug and alcohol testing following the review and edits by the prosecutor.
Do we have a second? I'll second. It's been moved to and seconded to approve and authorize to sign agreement with Redwood Laboratory urine drug alcohol testing pending cleanup by legal. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have under public defense, we have to approve an e-sign panel attorney contract with Tracy Flood.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign panel attorney contract with Tracy Flood. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any sorry. Any opposed? Motion passes. Have to give you just a little longer for that delay. My apologies. Under public health, we
Okay.
have action items to approve an e-sign second amendment to amended and restated agreement with CCAP for transitional housing units for youth, de-obligating $14,400 in CHG funds.
So moved. We're going to re-obligate it in the next item, so it's not I don't have an issue with it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign second amendment to amended and restated agreement with CCAP for transitional housing units for youth, de-obligating $14,400 in CHG funds. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have to approve an e-sign second amendment with CCAP for Housing System Services contract increase of $14,400 in CHG funds.
So moved.
I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign second amendment with CCAP for Housing System Services contract increase of $14,400 in CHG funds. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have to approve and DocuSign second amendment with Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife and Grays Harbor County Marine Resources Committee to increase funds to $69,822.50.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve and DocuSign second amendment with Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife and Grays Harbor County Marine Resources Committee to increase funds to $69,822.50. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, under Public Services, action item to approve purchase of 2 vehicles, the amount of $130,000.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded to approve purchase of 2 vehicles in the amount of $130,000. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. You want to remind the audience and those listening online that although it does appear that we're flying through these, all of these items have been previously discussed in a non-action item, meeting, excuse me. Next, we have to approve an e-sign resolution ratifying road use permit with the Washington Department of Natural Resources.
So moved.
I'll second.
It has been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign resolution ratifying road use permit with Washington Department of Natural Resources. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have to approve an e-sign subscription renewal for host compliance services with Grancias until March 31st, 2029 in the amount of $26,095.26 annually excluding taxes.
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign subscription renewal for host compliance services with Granicus until March 31st, 2029 for $26,095.26 annually excluding taxes. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have to approve an e-sign resolution for special market condition for used vehicle purchase in the amount of $300,000.
So moved.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve an e-sign resolution for special market condition for used vehicle purchase up to $300,000. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Next, we have under the sheriff's office, we have action item to approve an e-sign equitable sharing agreement and certification for sheriff's office.
So moved.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to approve and sign equitable sharing agreement and certification sheriff's office. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. This is the second opportunity for public comment on county items. This is any county item limited to 3 minutes. Please type your comment in the chat box or raise your hand to speak, or please come on up to the lectern if you wish to have your voice heard.
Pretty quiet online.
I know. All right. Well, nobody has made their way to the lectern and nobody wrote in the chat box. So we'll move on to announcements. Clerk Chatham.
Yes, I do have a few announcements here. First one is that the Grace Harbor County District Court is launching a March outreach effort titled March Past the Fine Month. From March 1st through March 31st, individuals with cases in District Court and District Court 2 may have eligible interest and collection fees waived when they pay their full outstanding balance directly to the court. Payments may be made in person, by mail, or online. Community members with questions about their balance or eligibility are encouraged to contact the district court during regular business hours. The Grace Harbor County Public Health Department would like to announce an upcoming Teen Target Zero Train the Trainer event scheduled for March 4th at the South Beach Regional Fire Authority. This program is focused on reducing high-risk driving behaviors among young drivers. The training will equip educators, law enforcement officers, EMS providers, and community partners with tools and strategies to engage driver-age students in conversations about the most concerning behaviors impacting youth driver safety. And number 3 is that former Commissioner Pine says hello, everybody. He stopped by yesterday.
I'd just like to acknowledge those two departments, District Court and Public Health, for the work that they're doing to try and make Grace Harbor just a little bit better. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
At this time, we are going to go,
One more.
one more.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It got inserted in there, the funny one, but this last one is that the Planning Commission will be holding a public hearing on Tuesday, March 10th at 6:30 in this commissioner meeting room, as well as on Zoom to consider a proposed parks plan. Please visit the Planning Commission webpage or contact the Planning Department for further details.
And again, thank you for staff for their work on the parks plan. I appreciate all of that. At this time, then, we're going to go ahead and move into executive session under RCW 4230-110, Section 1, subsection I, for 2 topics, and then subsection 8 for one, and that's potential litigation and the appointment of an elected official. We'll go ahead and start with 30 minutes. 40 minutes. We'll start with 40 minutes. We will return, and I do expect action to be taken today following executive session. So if you'd like to hang out, and we'll be back. Why, thank you, sir. I should have said on the record probably that we'll need to take you for part of the executive session. Why don't we go ahead and start with you if that's okay?
How's it going, John? Oh, you're letting me know, thank you.
We're gonna give it just a second to bring, is this on? Is this on? There we
Yes.
go. The button is now working. Gonna give just a second for Commissioner Reins. Are you ready?
I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. So we have just returned from executive session under excuse me, RCW. Where's my other page? RCW 4230-110, section 1, subsection I, for 2 topics, 10 minutes each. Subsection H, appointment, I should say potential litigation with section I, and then section H, appointment of an elected official for 20 minutes. So a total of 40 minutes. We have now returned. No action was taken. No decisions were made. I would like to start by giving an apology to the applicants for the position of prosecuting attorney. There was some procedural steps that did not flow very well. And that is, I'll just say, my inexperience of being chair of the board. And it was published with a name. However, that name had not been voted on at that point. But it was published with a name on. So I did want to apologize to Brian Lane and Mac Jardine, as well as Jason Walker, that is not how we should conduct business. And so my intent was that we would have executive session, discuss, and that we would have a resolution ready, but not with a name on it for us to make a vote and then move forward. But at this time, I would ask, how would the board like to proceed?
Madam Chair, if you don't mind, I'd like to make a motion that we approve and e-sign the resolution appointing Jason Walker to County Commissioner effective Tuesday, March 17th, 2026.
Prosecutor.
Would you be willing to amend your motion? Because you said commissioner.
Oh, I said Commissioner? Oh, yes, I'll amend my motion unless,
Sergeant
would he
and-
like to be Commissioner and Prosecutor? Yeah. See, we all make mistakes, right? So I'll just rephrase it. I'll make a motion that we appoint Jason Walker as county prosecutor effective Tuesday, March 17th, 2026.
I would second that motion. Is there any discussion?
I really think that having worked with Jason for several years before he left to go to WAPA, I think he has the experience, the knowledge, and the grit to do the job. I also think he has the experience to work with our staff and the other attorneys in our prosecutor's office. And so I wish him the very best as he moves into this new position. And I think that I want to explain that the reason for the date is that I know he is still working for WAPA currently, and we want to give him some time to be able to tidy things up and get things sent off so that he doesn't leave things in a lurch for the next person, and get prepared to come on board with the county. And until then, we'll still have Prosecutor Stearns acting prosecutor for us. Thank you.
I think
Go ahead.
we were faced with a difficult decision. We had 3 great candidates to select from. I'm a no on this because I had another candidate as my primary.
And as always, I'm trying to do what I believe is in the best interest of the people and the county currently. And so my choice was made based on what I think currently is in the best interest of the county and the staff here at Grays Harbor County. So if there's no further discussion, I would call the question. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No. Or I.
Motion passes. At this time, I would like to take a moment to thank Acting Prosecuting Attorney Georgia Stearns. Thank you for your work and your willingness to stay on and see us through this. I appreciate it greatly. And I would also ask Jason Walker, would you like to come up and say anything at this time? Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you, Chair Miller, Commissioner Hole, and Commissioner Rains. Appreciate it. And thank you for giving me the time to prepare for this. I did have March 11th as a tentative date, but I can push that back to the 17th. That's no problem. I've already been in contact with the office about certain things that need to take place before I take office, such as the bond and so forth. So thank you very much, and I'll see you on March 17th.
All right. Thank you very much. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.